What's up, everybody? I'm Scott.
I'm Jason.
And welcome to Liquid Kernedge. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, nothing much, man. This is an exciting time, though. This podcast is going to be a lot of fun.
We are on location right now.
We are on location, but not only are we on location, not only are we on set, but we are experiencing something that most people, or at least some people, have never experienced before.
I'm surprised you don't have a list on this, but I am actually in the tattoo chair getting a tattoo at Kingman Tattoo Company with my buddy Josh. Josh, say hello to the audience.
Hello, audience.
Perfect. I like it.
Josh is my artist, and he does amazing work.
He looks like he's really putting in some color, but this is a live recording of this, so I think it's important to see this. So I'm going to come over here, and Scott, what are you getting today?
Josh has actually done a shading on a sugar skull tattoo that we started a few weeks ago. So it's on my upper arm, and it can be hid very well for work purposes.
Well, all I know is that it looks really cool. It's nice, like skull looking, and now we're getting
because it's a skull.
Well, I see. I've never seen a tattoo done before, so at this point, I'm a rookie, and this is like cool shit.
Okay, so Jason, if you were gonna get a tattoo, what would you get?
It's like we have an episode on this actually. So Jason, let's recap that episode. What would you get for a tattoo?
Well, I've talked about getting a one of my favorite sayings is, in the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me lay an invincible summer. But what I wanted was like a tree that had no leaves on it, kind of looked like it was in the snow winter, and then have one little flower and the sun kind of behind it shining through.
Like a bud,
bud of light, and I'm getting over stuff. So that's what I was hoping.
I know a guy that can do that for you.
I do. You know what?
Do you know a guy, Josh?
I know a guy. I know a guy.
In fact, I see Josh's stuff all the time on Instagram and on Facebook, and I get jealous. Like, I want that. No, I want that. No, I need this.
Well, I think it's good then that we're doing our first sponsorship. So let's do a plug.
Kingman Tattoo Company. If you want to find out more about Josh and Kingman Tattoo Company, find them on Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at Josh Pyland Artist.
Josh Pyland Artist on Instagram. Also, if you want to leave any comments or have any questions about this episode or any previous episodes, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Liquid Kernedge.
Wow, that was awesome. I love it, dude.
Wow.
I love the props.
Right?
I love the props.
Was that not? See when I'm under pressure, literally under the needle right now, under the gun.
Well, we haven't seen each other in a while because I just got back from vacation,
right?
baby.
I've been so lonely.
Oh,
I haven't recorded. Like, you got mad at me because I left all my podcast stuff in a box because you've been gone.
Yeah, well, I released. I made the mistake. I was on vacation when I released our man card episode, which came out last week. Great episode. I had a good time. Yeah, smashing success. But I forgot to tell Scott that I was doing the man card and not the.
I did all the social media hype for the breakup, which you're gonna hear the breakup episode pretty quick. Yeah,
you guys are a well-oiled machine.
Right.
We do what we can. We do what we can.
Sobriety is a hindrance for us sometimes, and that's when we don't communicate well. So.
But yeah, so that's what we're working on. But so I was in San Diego area.
That is German for the whale's vagina.
Well, we went to 1904 by the Germans.
By the Germans.
But we went to Temecula.
Oh, I love Temecula.
Oh, jeez, that's
the
a great
wine
place.
country of Southern California.
Yeah, Riverside County. Riverside County.
Temecula sounds like something that comes with guacamole. Like, you want to get the guacamole, the chips, and the Temecula.
It's a combo platter. Exactly. It's a combo platter.
You could also say that's like a part of the female sexual anatomy too.
Oh,
I know how to work the Temecula like no one's business, baby.
You have to hit the Temecula.
Dude, I hit it so good on the Temecula last night. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
No, but I learned something. San Diego is officially the largest place in the United States for new microbrews.
Really?
Yeah, or brewing, whatever they call it.
Right.
Hipsters, yeah.
Everywhere.
You know, it must be because of the great weather. Their average temperature is like 73 degrees.
I'll be honest, man. If I could live anywhere in the world, I'd live in San Diego.
Okay.
I would. But the cost of living's high, but the California burritos, the food, the microbrews.
Tijuana's right there. You can pop right over.
I never went to Tijuana. I should have. We went to Balboa Park. We did some kayaking in La Jolla Caves.
Oh, we've done that previously. Well, you guys were with us on that trip.
Yeah, we did go on that trip.
Those, right? They're like, those are caves. We're like, oh, yeah, they are.
We got a new special guest star.
Anytime he wants on the show, Josh just punched his ticket.
So we did that. We went to Little Italy. Had some really good Italian
food. Have a good Little Italy down in San Diego.
Yeah. We went on the bus tour just to kind of see the city and stuff like that. And I don't know if you knew that San Diego was the first city that became a city in California. 1824.
You know, a fun fact: the Navy, Miramar, and all that, the naval base down there was supposed to be in San Francisco, but San Diego headed them off when they were coming down the coast or up the coast, and got them to stop and party for the night, and convinced the naval brass. It's a true story.
No, come on.
It's a true story because what's the aircraft carrier? It's a museum down there. I forget the name. The Midway. If you go to the Midway, they tell you that story. It's on the deck. It's like the reason the naval base is in San Diego. It's because they stopped the Navy on their way up to San Francisco and convinced them that they were a better place to be located, and got them drunk and got them to sign the deal.
Dude, I don't know if Maverick would have looked as good up in San Francisco.
He would not have. Well,
Maverick and Goose are an entirely different storyline.
Different context. Totally different
Top Gun could still be the title of the movie, but
Top Gun 2, fabulous.
Top Gun and Bottom.
yeah, that volleyball scene's totally different.
Wow.
You need to have the Iceman. I mean, it's all that good stuff.
Man,
So.
the things you learn, weird moments in history.
Wow.
So, anyway, how's it looking?
It's looking really good.
Now,
Okay,
did you
so-
add some colors just there?
No,
No.
so
That was
this-
just the blood,
This is
huh?
a black and gray.
Yeah, that's his blood.
That's all red blood.
Yeah.
This is just black and gray. So we cut the ink down a little bit when we're putting it in, and then we use gradients to bring out detail and bring out shape in the artwork. This is Scott's opus dei of tattoos. We work together a lot on this, and he chose the Latin that went in at the bottom. So let's talk about that for a little bit.
Oh, let's do that. Let's do
The
that.
Latin, I can't read it from right here, but if you can, erit arima amet mortem. It translates into life will be the death of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super down.
Very uplifting there,
Yeah,
buddy.
right?
Wow, that's an uplifting message, Scotty. I like it.
Well, it's true.
Life
though.
will be the death of me, man.
Well, think about it.
We debated back and forth. It was either that or I'm moments from killing myself.
Or you
That's
could have did life. I'm 1 foot in the grave. Wow, man.
Wow. Well, thanks for taking that to a downer. But if you think about what it means that go out there and live your life because you want to have fun when you die. We're all going to die. We don't get out of this alive, right?
I don't think so. Last
Mortality
time I
rate's
checked.
still
I'm
100%.
still trying.
Yeah.
I'm still trying.
Exactly. The mortality rate's still 100%, so you have to enjoy life. So life will be the death of me.
So what do you like to do on vacation when you're there? When you're going on a vacation, like what is something that are you one of those type of people that I need to be doing something every single day to fill my time?
Oh,
No.
Yeah. No. So we vacation via food. All right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It is literally from restaurant to restaurant, and we plan out the whole vacation going, okay, well, I'm gonna eat this, and then I need a couple hours, and I guess in that couple hours we could go see something or whatever, and then we go to the next place, and I'm gonna eat that, and then drinks later on. That's the way to vacation.
I feel like I should travel with Josh because that's right how I do it too.
Josh, where's your next vacation?
Okay, so my next vacation is going to be at the Oregon coast. We're going to fly up there and surprise some family. It's going to be wonderful. We'll be stopping in Portland. I'm going to try and hit a couple of food trucks. Portland has a huge food truck scene. It is just amazing. They are...
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
It's amazing. Yeah, they have a huge lot where all these food trucks, and so you get to walk around, you get to try all these different foods that you would never normally get, here in Kingman, and we're really blessed that we get to go there and do that. Plus, the Oregon coast in October is just majestic. I mean, the colors are all changing. Fall colors are fantastic. It is really just one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Now,
All I'm hearing is that Josh is a lucky fuck because that's like a dream vacation for me. And I'm going to New Orleans next month. Like, damn, that sounds like a good idea too.
well, let's look at it from a whole perspective. He's a talented artist.
He is.
He's a good-looking guy. He's got a beautiful wife.
Yes, that's
He
true.
likes food and beer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, ladies, the total package is off the market.
If he was just funny, then we'd be perfect.
if you just learn to be
if you
funny,
just lighten up a little bit, dude.
Get
Just
funnier.
Yeah.
Then, then it would be all right.
you can't teach that, Josh. And I don't know how many times I've tried to tell Jason we can't teach funny.
You
But
can't
maybe
teach
maybe
funny.
we can start with you. You could be like a pet project.
So you do an agenda on your vacation? Is that what you're saying?
We do. So we do lots of stuff. We try and, her parents are funny as well, and so they really kind of get it. We did like a camo Christmas a couple years back where literally we were all in camo. You can't see us in any of the photos. It's amazing. It's just a photo of a camo.
The tree is just like there's like white.
We did stuff like one time there were family members that were missing that they couldn't make it to the vacation. They'd get together, and so we took pictures of their face and taped them on boards and then held them up in the family photos like you're here in spirit and didn't stick. It was just
That's good. I like that.
Wow.
And you're
Very
gonna go see
creative.
family. That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's very true.
Do you like vacations where you spend time with the family? Is that kind of your deal? Or have you?
Yeah. We've done stuff alone. Kara and I have vacation alone, and that's great. We have a great time. She's my best friend, and we get along really well. So we always have a good time, and we pretty much do the same dumb shit that we do with her family, which is great. The big trip that we did this year was we went to Hawaii. Yeah, I spent 2 weeks in Hawaii the first of the year.
2 weeks.
Her parents were
Nice.
like, hey, we're going, and if you want to go, you just got to buy your ticket.
Jeez,
So
twist my arm.
I couldn't buy that ticket fast enough.
Yeah, I was going to say, right, yeah.
Head
Get it.
spinning.
It's amazing. Dude, I've never been. So I like literally my entire Hawaii experience was Moana up to that point, and then I was stoked from that. Like that was enough for me. So I get there and I'm super excited, and the plane ride is horrible, and we had to go through Seattle, and I literally went from like snow and this terrible weather in Seattle on Christmas or it was New Year's Day. We left on New Year's Day. Yeah.
I don't even remember New Year's Day for the record.
Oh, so funny story. New Year's Eve, I'm getting all ready to be completely too drunk to drive to the airport. And her dad calls me up and goes, I just looked at your ticket, and you have the wrong ticket. You're going to Honolulu, and we need to fly into Kona. And I spent 3 hours in a badly matching plaid suit redoing my tickets halfway in the tank. Like, no, you don't understand. I can't go to Honolulu. I need to go to a different island.
Kona.
A different island.
I need to go to Moana.
I need Moana.
Moana.
The Rock.
The Rock. Moana.
Call The Rock. He'll help.
So that was exciting. That was a good adventure.
Now, did you relax? Is that a relax?
Oh my goodness, Hawaii is just.
There's really nothing to do but relax. I mean, it's so laid back.
So we went around we tried to buy pot in Hawaii. That was kind of a neat experience. Kira's dad is hilarious, and so he's really subtle. He really got in there really quietly, and then he yelled out, "Anybody got any bud?
Yeah.
Anybody got a bud?" And we went to this one place called Magic Sands Beach. Now, if you like Kona brewing beer, one of their beers is called the Magic Sands. I think it's a Pilsner. Anyways, 1 mile from our hotel was Magic Sands Beach. We roll in there thinking, like, it's beautiful. There's sea turtles. There's octopus. There's dolphins. It's amazing. I mean,
it's majestic.
It's majestic. And so we're swimming and doing all this stuff. And then the next day we went back thinking it would be awesome. And they had this super weird tidal current where the waves were coming in and then they would rise vertically about 12 feet.
What?
Yeah, like 4 feet from the beach. There were these 12-foot waves.
Whoa.
And so they put out all these warnings, like if you swim in this, you can break your back, you can get hurt.
You could die.
All the locals are like, nah, it's fine, let's just go out there. And so we're wading in the water, and then all of a sudden, 60 or 70 people lift vertically into the air the 12 feet, and then it just smashed us down. It was the most fun I've ever had.
Oh.
I got boogie boarding, I got out there, and like people were getting like flopped around, and it was a great time.
Wow.
So part of it is the danger. Part of it is also
the excitement.
On a side note, that's also how Gilligan and the skipper wrecked the SS Minnow in Gilligan's Island.
Is that the 12-foot?
The 12-foot tidal waves. Yeah.
Wave, yeah.
That's a fun fact you don't know about Gilligan's Island right here on Liquid Kernedge.
One of many.
One of many.
One of many.
How about you, Scott? You got any vacations planned?
I am going to spend the Halloween season this year in New Orleans.
Is that a season technically?
In New Orleans, it is a season.
In New Orleans, I think.
In New Orleans, it's a season.
So don't they say it Nolans?
Nolans.
It's Nolans.
Okay, I have never been there. Noreen's been there 3 times. I've been
this
there.
This will be
never.
my 3rd time going to New Orleans, and I love it.
How many beads are you taking with you?
I'm going to ship them there. It's cheap. It's cheaper with freight, man. These are things you learn as you go.
Wow.
I love New Orleans. I honestly, the French Quarter. I walk in there, I feel at home. Not because the booze,
it smells like
the food.
Urine.
Well,
wow, that was a shot.
Yeah, that was a shot.
You want a shot of tequila?
That was a shot. Yeah,
Is that urine?
Yeah, fun fact, folks. Jason's sober for this one. No, it's you ever walk into like a town or some place you just feel completely at home.
I gotta admit, Temecula.
Prison.
I'm getting that point with Temecula. Now it's like when in doubt, go to Temecula. I relax. I seem to forget about all my cares. And
what are they smoking in Temecula that is?
I don't know. We didn't. Well,
grape weed.
We went to the Lawrence Welk Resort, and there's a bunch of like 94-year-old people that go to Lawrence Welk Resort. So
it's all edibles at that point. It's
are you going for a conference or what are you going?
No, we're just going for fun. We have some mutual friends that go every Halloween.
Okay.
So they invited me this year, much like Josh had, which is we have the rooms, just buy tickets. So I bought a ticket to go.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go. I actually come back. I come back on Halloween Day because I am smart and I'm gonna save $200 that way. But I'll be there the Thursday through the whole weekend prior.
So now, what are you going as in New Orleans for Halloween?
We were actually debating that last night, and I guess
you're getting close to be looking like The Rock, dude. You got some like sugar skull. You got flags. You got a little saying about watch my first step. It's a doozy.
So many dicks are hidden inside this. Like you can't even count how many small penises are just liberally spread around.
You have to trust your artist.
I thought your girlfriend's name was Roberta, dude.
Yeah.
Not Robert.
Son of a bitch. Well, it was Robert. That's Roberta now. But I'm going with our friends Chris and Vicky, and they go every Halloween. And Vicky has family that lives down there. And I found out at a volleyball game last night, because we're in the city leagues, that they're going as the village people one night. So...
Dude, you could be the construction worker.
Dude, yeah. Or the Indian.
Well, there's 6 of them, and there's 6 village people. Like, well, you're the 7th one, so what do you want to do?
Wait, they're going with 4 other people?
Well, yeah, I guess it's like she has a niece and nephew live down there, and another niece and nephew that are coming too.
Okay, here's what you got to do. You need to go as a village people like vinyl record. You should cut like a huge...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or maybe an 8-track. You could get a cardboard box and paint yourself up and just label it.
I was gonna go as their manager. I was gonna find like the cheesiest, like Smokey and the Bandit mustache.
No, go as Cher, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man, because there's a couple blocks down there where that could get kind of hairy, not the good way. I could get in the wrong. I could get real. I could get real weird real quick. And it's,
is it there? I guess there's something about vacationing too. It depends on where you go. Like Louisiana, there's probably no relaxed time in Louisiana.
Actually,
right?
there's a lot of relaxed time. There's a lot. Oh, absolutely.
Tell me.
I'm a lot like Josh, where I go for the food. Like I know where I'm going to eat. I know what I'm going to eat. I know what I'm going to do in the meantime while I wait to eat the next
what's
thing.
that, Cafe Du Monde or whatever?
Cafe Du Monde's great, man. I've had a lot of great beignets there, but I like to find the other like hole in the wall restaurants.
Okay, so wait. Now I know that New Orleans is famous for their food, and I know that Cajuns will literally cook anything that moves.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest food that you've had inside New Orleans?
I did have a gator po' boy last time I was there.
Oh, dude, gator's delicious. I've actually had gator.
What is it? What is that? Just
alligator.
Oh, alligator.
Alligator.
Okay,
A gator is a reptile.
No, I know. Okay. You sure I haven't been drinking?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, a gator po' boy might be the best thing I've eaten down there, but there's something in the water down there with the way they make their French bread, because they have a company, Leidenheimer's Bread Company, that supplies all the French bread in New Orleans, and there's something about it that's just amazing.
Right, it's just got that flavor that when you smell the bread and when you see that, you're like instantly there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yes, I can do this. And the girl I was dating at the time got so annoyed with me last time I was down there because I had to eat a po' boy every day.
You kept saying all those weird sexual things about the food.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
Turns out those are just
I've
street
never
names
seen
down
a beignet or Benoit or whatever it's called.
Those are street names. Those are street names in the French Quarter. It's totally different.
Benoit or whatever. Benoit,
beignet.
You put the Benoit,
Benoist.
you get the beignet.
Yeah, beignet.
This is going to be a very interesting episode once it finally airs and gets edited.
It'll maybe I'll release it when you're on vacation.
You know what? It's out of my control. But not like you proved last week. The releases aren't in my control anyway. So.
Well, no, I got confused, but it was a good release.
It was very good. It was very good.
Came to it. Loved it.
Our executive producer Tom. Hello, Tom.
Tom.
Tom is my brother Josh. That gives us show notes every week.
Oh,
look, we never ask for him. He just gives them to us.
No, we ask like subliminally.
it'll be at the top of the page.
We ask subliminally because, frankly, this show has gotten better over time, a lot because of our executive producer.
Like a fine wine. You guys are just slowly aging.
Oh, the first couple were rough.
Yeah,
and then one episode we got hammered. That was a rough one.
We were a lot like Boone's Farm. When we started off, just kind of rough to listen to, and as we've gone on, we're about Carlo Rossi level right now. We're a giant jug of wine.
Yeah,
but we're getting better.
We stopped by Wilson Creek on our vacation too.
Did you bring back the champagne?
I did.
Okay.
I did. We brought. I got a text from Scott. We posted on Facebook our picture at Wilson Creek enjoying some wine, and I get a text from Scott. Hey, bring back some of that orange mimosa champagne. I'll make you orange sickles.
Yeah.
Yes.
I went, oh, okay, nice. I like it.
Yeah. So whenever Noreen's around next, we'll have to make some orange sickles.
Yeah. She might be back this weekend. So.
Oh, in that case.
Yeah.
Am I here this? Yeah, I'm here this weekend. So that'll work.
All right. That'll work.
That'll be great. But so where you've been you love going to Temecula. Josh loves going to the Oregon coast. Where are some places that you want to see?
Oh,
because there's so much to see in this. Where like what would be your dream vacation?
I still want to go to Spain, man. I don't know what it is about Spain, Portugal. I just think that would be so cool.
Fantastic idea. Spain,
a lot of history, and I've heard that it's a beautiful country. I've been to France, I've been to England, so I've seen those countries, but it's been a long time for that. But definitely Australia would be the other one.
That'd be a cool one.
I'd want to check that out because it seems like it's a pretty cool place too.
It's a very neat place. My friend lived there for a long time and went to college there. And just phenomenal. He went to the Apple store, and the Apple store there is all clear glass.
Oh.
Yeah, like all the floors. And he says like it's super weird to be 2 stories up and look down through the floor in glass.
But let's be honest, though. In Australia, you can have nice things like that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's true.
I mean, we push our luck a lot here in America.
But yeah,
you have
so
to have some very large structural elements put in. Okay,
yeah. That's some thick glass.
Can you imagine a glass Walmart? It'd be like, well, we broke it.
Well, you know, that's
That
the thing
didn't
too. Is
take long.
Australia is what 80% of their population is all on the coast. Everything in the center is basically a desert and Aboriginal and
Like
that
Kingman.
kind of stuff. Yeah, well, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you have a diverse mix.
What about you? Where do you want to go?
I don't know, man. I would love to see Spain. I go back and forth on it.
I think I really want to see Italy. I've been thinking about Italy lately. It's a beautiful country. There's a lot of diverse. What hooked me again? I'm a foodie. Okay, what hooked me is I heard there are 20 different districts and they all have a different culinary thing.
Oh.
So I was like, all right, so 20 different culinary.
You might need 3 weeks for a place like that, though.
I would probably go to Thailand.
Really?
I love Thai food.
One thing, they'll think you're Godzilla. So
I'm hit or miss on Asia. I don't know why. I'm hit or like Noreen wants to go to China really bad.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of hit or miss. I don't know.
You know, ever since The Hangover 2, I've been obsessed with Thailand. I don't know why.
They're Thai women. Is it just
Thailand. No, I'm kidding about the Hangover 2 thing, but I've seen some of the beaches there, and I've seen just the jungle, and I've never been to a jungle like that, and I want to go. This is starting to get very painful right now. I don't want to change it, but like I don't flinch a lot here. Josh can attest to that, but damn, dude. Like I feel like you're digging deeper right there.
Well, look, if you're not getting any pain, you're not
getting any
gain.
You're not earning it.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's what's up.
Well, you know, you would think that being on the muscle part of the shoulder like that would be a good place, but you're right. There's bone, right?
No. He's just being a big puss.
Yeah, we're past that. We're past the. I didn't flinch during the bone portion of the recording. I didn't flinch at all. It's just
wow, that came out wrong. You didn't flinch during the bone part of the. No flinching. Wow, you are getting used to it. That's good.
Oh, well, you taught me that when you were in prison, so it's fine.
Yeah, well, I've learned a lot since coming out of there.
That's true.
That's wonderful.
But I never got my teardrop.
We can fix that here tonight.
Yeah, man,
we can fix that here tonight.
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I did automotive airbrushing. Before I did any tattooing, I did freehand murals on cars and motorcycles. And
wow,
that's code for graffiti. Go ahead.
Neat stuff. No, I did I painted a guitar that Willie Nelson signed. You know, I mean, I got
badass.
Like a bunch of other country stars. I don't listen to country music, so I don't know who they are. It's just they just told me I knew Willie Nelson. I was like, neat, and they're like, yeah. And then they listed 4 other people, and I'm like, okay,
Willie Nelson, neat.
Yeah, exactly. So what I did is I bought this ink. So for when they're doing like tattoos in movies, they use a special ink that lasts for like 2 or 3 weeks. And you can order it online. So I ordered that ink, and I would give out like terrible tattoos, like swastikas and stuff. We would airbrush them on kids, and then send them home. It was the most fun I've ever had in my life. Would be watching these kids going like, "Mom, I got a tattoo on my face."
Oh my gosh! Oh jeez!
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I don't know how we got into that subject, but
well, we heard about your pain and your non-flinching when you got
true.
boned.
That's true.
And when you hit bone.
And this is a guy I trust to put permanent ink on my body.
Well, I'm looking at this, and it's coming together. It's coming together real nice, actually. There's so much a definition that's coming together.
Yeah.
And like I said, since there is no red ink that he's using, I'm assuming that's all.
That's all blood.
That's all A positive, huh?
So much blood.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
There's not that much blood.
No, but that's
he
normal,
did
right?
nick an
That's
artery.
That's
yeah,
a normal
normal
thing, right? Because you're actually going into the skin and
right.
So
Tattooing takes place. There are essentially 8 main layers of skin, and we're gonna go layer 3 through 5. Okay, so what's really cool about tattoos? This is what is just the neatest thing: is all the tattoos that you see that are healed, you're actually looking through the outermost layers of skin at the ink held underneath inside those innermost layers. Okay. So when we tattoo, I'm going to perforate his skin in a large area, and then it's going to heal. And the outer 2 or 3 layers are going to heal completely back to normal. But the ink is held underneath those. So we're literally looking through Scott at his tattoo.
See?
Wow.
I learned something new.
Right? And then when
that is crazy. I didn't even know that.
What happens is when a tattoo fades, is the ink is coming out to those outermost layers, or your white blood cells on the inside are fighting it.
And so that's why if you get sunburn and you peel layer skin, you can still see the tattoo because it's below the upper layers.
Right?
Wow.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more you know.
Green rainbow over here.
It is.
Wow.
I like it. Well, and I noticed as I'm reading this that you have a great shirt from the Alaskan Brewing Company.
Oh yes.
From my hometown of Juneau, Alaska.
Your hometown. Okay,
Yep.
So I went on my honeymoon. Kara and I cruised there and went up to
nice.
Tracy Arm. We loved it. It was a beautiful place, and I was just moved by how awe-inspiring the landscape is.
And
huge.
I am sure that any of the stores that you might have gone in, I probably know someone in one of those stores.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so how come you're not repping Alaska as a place to go? I mean,
I don't know. I
think he's been there, done that. So
I lived there, and then now I live in Arizona. I got my friend Scotty.
Extremes. Those are two extremes. Okay, well, it's colder than his ball sack over here. And we're going to move to a place where it's hotter than nuts.
Now, coming back, though, to vacations, if you want to go to a place that is just natural beauty, Alaska is the place to go.
Oh, it is.
I'm so stuck on how we go from ball sack and nuts to cold and heat.
Hey, that's how we roll, baby.
And just on another side note, we've done improv with Josh for a little while here earlier this year.
We did it once or twice, yeah.
And Josh is still learning to be funny, but he's very quick. So, no, I take it back. He's very funny. He makes us step up our game. For the most part.
That was a good time though for those couple episodes of the
we had a good time.
improbability.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we're going to be able to come back in the future as some kind of fundraiser or do like a special event, like a get together.
The BSers.
The BSers. Oh my God! Stop.
So good.
Stop!
The
Don't
BSers
ever say
so
that
good.
again.
So good.
Make the whole bar sing "Sweet Caroline" before we go out there.
That was wonderful. I remember that. That's one of those nights where I was like, hey, we closed down a bar with Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, it was an amazing. That first night was amazing. That was an amazing night.
Yeah.
And then the second time was an amazing night. And then
summer set in.
It started to get a little. It's a tough sport, man.
You can't rest on your laurels. We have to find a way to keep getting better. And
I remember going to Austin, Texas once to visit Noreen's son who moved there, and we went to one of those reviews where they do like 15 or 20 little vignettes, and they did it all based on Austin. So everything was based off Texas or Austin. It was the funniest thing I had ever seen. I thought, you see, if you write the good, talented stuff and you write the humor, it's there. It is definitely.
I would be very interested in getting into scripted comedy and working sketch comedy like that.
I've done sketch. Matt and I, Matt Hecht is my best friend, and we wrote a lot of things, and we tried to do biblical themed sketch comedy. It was amazing. We wrote one about the start of Easter, about Jesus' gardener and his realtor are talking, and of course Jesus has died, and the realtor's trying to sell his stuff, and the gardener's explaining how the rabbit got into the shed, and he broke into the chicken coop, and there's eggs, and the eggs fell in the paint cans he knocked over, and there's paint, and then the chicken took off and spread these eggs all around the yard, and the realtor's like, "You're telling me we're moments away?" And we had a whole bunch of jokes about how everything in Jesus's house was made out of wood, because he was a carpenter.
Right, yeah.
And so we had like the bed was wood, the forks were wood, the bowls were wood, all the pillows were made out of wood. So like it's kind of a stiff,
Wow.
landscape. And so we wrote all of these things, and we actually performed them for our church. So they were, appropriate.
Okay.
And then they loved them, so we went one step further and we wrote our own Vacation Bible School where we got to play as superheroes.
I remember.
And we made his wife Gretchen.
I remember.
Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, she had an eye patch. She had a sweet, all black outfit. We filmed her and then made it look like a scratchy, incoming transmission. It was super, super fun. We nerded out so hard. We had but we couldn't use any of the names.
Oh, right, because copyright,
So it was like the Incredible Bulk. And, we had a bunch of knockoff.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's cool, man.
Super fun. Sketch comedy is amazing.
We could get into that. We could work around that.
So what would you write sketch for? What would your sketch comedy, what would you want to write about?
That's a good question, man. Everyday life, everyday occurrences.
Right.
There's a lot of randomness that just happens, and I think you have to look at what happens in your day-to-day life to draw the inspiration for those sketches. And I would probably write about the gym and work or getting tattoos. I don't know. It's kind of a broad stroke,
What about podcasting? We could write a comedy about podcasting.
Ooh, the old theater where they used to do with the guys in there.
Yes. What do they call that genre? There's a radio hour or something like that.
Yeah, the old radio shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could definitely do a sketch comedy about you and I, a sketch piece about you and I trying to figure out what our topics are going to be.
I remember
who's
we
the
tried
organized
to do this
one.
before. Remember we tried to record a podcast of the improv.
That's so bad.
Remember I was going to record. We thought, this would be kind of cool. Record a podcast of the improv, and when we did, it was
the moment that was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was not good.
When you knew it was terrible.
Yeah, we knew this is not going to work. This is not going to work.
This is not for us.
I remember when we were doing improv, I got placed with a person who was relatively new to improv and hadn't done a lot of improv. And you guys were like, no, just go up there and do the scene with him. Just go do the scene with him. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that was...
I get up and I'm doing the scene. I remember like
Zach.
We're talking back and forth. We're having all this stuff. And I'm getting nothing from him. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, I'm in front of 150 people.
I remember.
And I remember looking over you guys like thinking, they'll save me. And you guys were like, look, it's getting worse. I couldn't believe it, but it's actually more painful.
It was like a train wreck, man.
You got to stare, but you don't want to stare.
It's like, oh,
I'm
man.
You guys for support, thinking like, they'll make it in.
But right? for the record, we were like, no, Josh is a professional, man. He'll get out of this. He'll get out. No,
he'll make it work.
No, he didn't.
It was just one of those things. It was just one of those things that these people make it look so easy, but they've got 20, 30 years of practice doing this.
Well, what was that one the month before? You and I were in a bit. We were at a urinal, and it was the most awkward, funny
5-minute,
funny 5-minute. You and I pretended to stand at a urinal, talking back and forth, and thank God.
And we were talking about. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
I think at some point you grabbed my leg, though.
I don't remember.
That sounds like something, Jason.
That would be nothing that I would ever do.
No, that's true. Maybe I'm just in my imagination.
It could be.
But improv was a very fun time, but it led me to think that I could do sketch comedy.
So wait a minute. So if you had a good sketch, that's the thing. Like this Austin Follies, it was an Austin Follies, where they do little vignettes on the place they were in. Because I was thinking it would be kind of fun to do a Kingman Follies like that, where you could write about Birdland, and you could write about Birdland, or you could write about some of the things that we do. Like Walmart after 10 o'clock p.m.
Walmart bingo, absolutely.
I love it. Smith's is a magical place.
Smith's a good one too. Yeah,
you've got wonderful things there.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that.
Okay.
We have some friends that are going to Boston for vacation this week.
Who?
Dean and Danielle are going to Boston this week.
Wow, for what?
Their honeymoon. Because you remember they got married last month.
I do remember they got married. I didn't realize they chose a honeymoon.
Yeah, they're going to New England in the fall.
Oh, very
so
nice.
So not just Boston, but all that. But they found a thing in Boston called Drunk Shakespeare Night. Yes. It's where these people get drunk and they do Shakespeare scenes.
Nice.
And that would be fantastic fun to watch.
Yes, that would be fun.
I hope he records it.
There's an improv game that we used to do that was bad Shakespeare, and you would have to. They would give like one guy, he would be the Shakespearean character, and then they would just act out a normal scene. But he had to say everything in Shakespearean verse, and it was amazing.
See, now those kind of
stuff
games
like that makes me want to get back into it.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. We discovered a new talent though, Stephanie Reynolds, man. Shout out to Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
She is an amazing improv actress.
But you got to tip your hat to everybody. Everyone put a lot of work in that.
They did.
Victor did.
Yeah.
Rachel did. Ernie. They all went out there.
We had Sean.
Sean was. They were all funny, man. It was. We all had our own sense of humor.
We all had a different sense of humor. I remember some of the fun that we had during those times where people were just letting loose and being crazy good shout out to all those people, man.
They're fun people.
In high school, I was in part of an improv group where we were performed every week, and we wrote sketch comedy, and we did a lot of performing. And at the end of our various plays and funny things that we would do, we would have like a boxer run. You guys ever done? Okay, so in high school you can't drink much. So
you can't get caught.
Celebration,
you can't drink much.
We'd be more creative about like what we would celebrate. So we had this boxer run. So all the guys would get in their boxers and they go running down. Well, we finished a play right around Christmas time. Yep. And I had a sweet Christmas themed
boxer
man thong.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we called it Jingle Balls.
Nice, dude. Nice.
All the way back.
Oh.
But, it's that kind of like camaraderie and stuff that you build by repeatedly going back together. That's one of the things that I think we missed in our improv group is that we didn't have that kind of tight-knit team.
Well, and I think also we were meeting once a week.
Yeah.
You cannot build chemistry. You cannot practice once a week. Those people work every day, and they work on their craft, and they rewrite, and they do things, and make changes to scripts that they already had.
Well, you know how to bounce off each other. You and I have known each other for years. That's why we have a podcast together. And you and I...
Oh, is that why?
That's why.
That's one of the main reasons.
One of the main reasons. But,
although we've discovered a lot about each other on this podcast.
We really have. But we found that, you and I both found in the comedy, you and I have great comedic timing together. We trust each other to take that joke to the next level.
Oh, heck yeah.
And we've, said and done things to each other in a comedic way that I don't think I ever would have thought of that you would have been able to handle or vice versa. And it was fantastic.
No, it worked out great. It worked out fun.
We did that. We had some sketches when I was in high school. I had 4 friends that were really close, and we were all in improv together. And we knew that my buddy was like weird about people touching him, so we played an improv game called Hands.
Oh no, you're bad, dude.
One person narrates and one person is the hands. Well, he wasn't the hands, and so he was okay. He was like, fine. So we brought him in for a massage.
Oh,
and so we made him take his shirt off on
stage. Oh, jeez.
And my buddy is my hand, so I'm narrating the massage, which is just in itself weird.
Yeah.
And he takes this huge tub of lotion and he just splats it right on his chest. He like hit people in the front aisle with this lotion.
Wow.
And then he just starts like patty caking his belly. Oh. I was watching my friend on a stage in front of all of his friends and family, thoroughly brought like to just the worst moment of his life. And yeah,
this poor guy.
Yeah.
He's probably in some white room, padded room now. You probably like, where's my buddy John? Oh yeah, he's
I'll be honest, man. It's one of those things like I wish like my family would see, but then there's other nights like, you know what? I'm glad they didn't see that because
they weren't here.
Exactly, because you know that they were bad, but like some of the stuff we said or did is like I don't think my parents need to know that I know that. I'm 36 years old. Like they don't need to know that. You know,
well, they're gonna know now.
They're gonna know now, right?
Tom will know. Tom will tell them.
No, I don't think Tom will. Well, unless he's trying to get back to the front of the will.
So as we wrap up this podcast, let's get an update of where we're at on the Sugar Skull.
Okay, so
because I'm looking at it now.
Fantastic timing. We are basically almost done.
Wow.
This is the really exciting part because there's little bits of ink and things that are left on, but once I get to clean it, I got to really clean it off and kind of scrub it. You know that part that just got hit and tortured by needles? I'm going to take a paper towel and just kind of really lightly scrub
give him a little massage to ease the pain.
Exactly, you know, and we are actually pretty much right at the end here.
Wow, we timed that perfectly, didn't we?
We really did. So that's podcast history.
Wow, look at that. We have recorded a podcast during a live tattoo.
Wow.
All right, so Scott, I mean, the most important thing about a tattoo, what do you think of it?
Dude, this is badass. I like it.
Perfect.
Like, that's cool. Like, I love the shading with it. I love that you added the flower in the middle of the eyes. That's cool, man. It's the little detail. Detail matters in this stuff.
And that's the thing is the detail on this is intricate. I mean, there's a lot of fine little lines there. So, wow, that's beautiful, man.
That is fantastic.
Beautiful.
Well, you said fantastically. You took the pain really, really well.
Right.
And
I get a lollipop for that.
You get a gold star.
You get a gold star.
File. And now you get to walk around and show off your badass.
Right. I need to get more sleeveless polo shirts for work.
Josh, let's do one more promotion for this great tattoo artist here in Kingman.
Kingman Tattoo Company. This is Josh Pyland.
Yep, Kingman Tattoo Company. You check us out on Facebook. Look at the whole portfolio. We do custom work. We do black and gray, full color, whatever it is. And also, I can't stress enough. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. That's kind of my personal page where I post drawings and sketches, things that may not be tattoos yet, but could one day be for you. So if you need artwork, if you need design work, if you need a logo, hit me up. I'm happy to design.
And I can attest, man. Josh takes the artwork and the tweaks really well. You know, he and I worked on this skull for a long time. Just change the shape, move that around.
It's beautiful. It is a beautiful piece.
On it, and it is. I couldn't be happier with the work, and this guy does great work. So check it out, man. Kingman Tattoo Company on Facebook. Josh Pyland artist.
Hey, if there's a way to make sure you put that on our web or Facebook page.
I will post this picture promptly this evening, as we're recording this. Not of the actual tattoo itself, but of the image, and then I will post a real picture when this releases.
And put that on Instagram too at Liquid Kernedge. At Liquid Kernedge. Hey, thank you for letting us crash your little party, you guys. I had a really good time recording today. We talked.
Hey, this is
going to be just live at the tattoo parlor. That's what I'm calling it. I really don't have a theme this week, but it was
a lot of things happening in tattoo, but a podcast.
This is random across the board. Yeah. There were no real things that we tried to have a solid content for this episode, but fuck it, it worked.
My next tattoo, I'll have like a political debate.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
I like that.
We'll do that.
I like that.
We'll do that.
Well, Scotty, Josh, thanks for having us, man. This is awesome, man.
That's cool. Thanks for coming down and recording, Jason. Thanks for indulging me with this. This is a fun idea.
Absolutely. You guys, thanks for having me on, and thanks for the shameless plugs for Kingman Tattoo Company.
Absolutely. So, as always, I'm Scott.
I'm Jason. And when you never quite know what to say, have yourself some Liquid Kernedge.